Hey guys, today I have another BornPrettyStore video, and today I'll show you guys how I created this galaxy negative space design. And as you can tell, I am a little bit sick, so please bear with my squeaky deep voice. The items I will be reviewing is this wheel of gold nail deco, and there are various types here. Some are triangular, some are round. There are also stars and moons, and they all came mixed up, but I took the time and reorganized them so they look pretty for you guys on camera. And I also got this stamping mat, and this is a silicone mat that comes in this tube, which is great because it'll make storing a lot easier. And I got one of the smaller sizes, which is perfect for me because I don't like to take up a lot of space when I'm painting my nails. And there are black and white spots, so you can also test out designs, swatch polishes. And today I won't be stamping, but I will be showing you guys how I create DIY nail decals. And I'm going to use my lint roller to clean the surface because there was some dust and glitter on it, and this will be a way to prep it before you start using it. So let's get on to the tutorial. So to start off, I am going to start by painting black squares onto the mat, and this polish is getting thick, so it is perfect for this design because I don't need the application to be perfect. Once that is all dry, which takes literally minutes, I am going to take some white polish on my makeup sponge and dab on some random spots onto the black squares. And this doesn't need to be perfect, and just remember to make the size scale to your nails. And then I'm going to take one of my darker blues, which looks really vibrant over the white, and I think it is lovely. And then I decided to take another blue, and this time it is a slightly more whitish blue that is more creamier. And once that dries, I'm going to go in with my purpley pink color and do the same. And you're gonna want to try to blend it, but it's okay if the blending isn't perfect. And I'm also going to go back in with the black to fill in some of the spots where the black seemed to disappear. This is going to dry really quick, a lot quicker than using the sandwich bag method. And as you can see, I'm going to use my tweezers to slightly pick it up on the sides, and don't do what I did and try to pick it up with one side. And I would say just gradually use a sharp tool or like the tweezer I'm using and loosen the edges so you can easily pick it up. The thicker the layer of polish it is on the bottom, the easier it is to lift. Like all of our nail designs, now we are going to apply base coat. And once the base coat dries, I am going to move on to trimming the decals to fit our nails. So I am going to pick a spot that I like and use scissors to trim it. And for this first design, I am going to create this negative space around my cuticle area. So I am going to cut a size of the decal to fit my nails. I'm going to apply another layer of base coat as a sticky layer this time, and carefully place the decal over it where I want it. What I found is that there is not a lot of room for error, and the polish really just starts melting again once you apply it over your nail and it has contact with the base coat. So be careful. Like you can see that there are some spots where I nicked it with the tweezer, so be careful with that, and I will cover it up later. So anyways, once the decal is stuck on my nail, what I'm going to do is dip my cleanup brush and clean up around the edges and melt the tip of the decal with acetone, and this will help the decal look clean and stick to your nails. And for the parts that I did nick, what I did was I took the same sponge again and the colors that are similar, and I went over it. And it doesn't have to be too perfect because we're going to go over our design with glitter, and it will cover up your mistakes. Once the glitter dries, I'm going to go back in with top coat, and I'm going to use this as glue for our gold nail deco. And as you can see, I used 2 different triangles that were from the set I showed you guys earlier. Moving on to the next design with the negative space and the star in the middle, I am going to be using this paper punch that I got from Daiso for $1.50, and I used the same punch in my little twin star video that I will have in the link down below. And this is relatively cheap and easy way to create star decals. I actually got this idea from my friend, and it is a really easy way to create perfect stars. So on my nails, I used the decals and applied it the same way as I did with the previous design, but this time I applied it to the cuticle area and the tip. And in between, I am going to place the star after I add base coat again. And once that is all dry, I'm going to carefully apply the same glitter over the galaxy designs. And I did this to 2 of my nails, and I think they turned out really pretty. So for the last design, I'm going to start off by painting half of my nail black. And the line on the top, it doesn't really have to be perfect because we're going to cover it up with the decal. And once the black polish is set, I am going to apply base coat again so we can create a sticky layer for our decal. So I am going to take my tweezer and make sure that the edges are stuck onto the nail, and I'm going to clean up the same way with my cleanup brush and acetone. And I'm going to apply glitter over that once the polish and the base coat and everything is set. Now I am going to apply a quick drying top coat over my design, and over it I place one of the smaller circle studs in the negative space area. And I'm not so sure why the polish started shifting while it was drying. This happened with all my nails, but it's just more evident on these 2 nails. And maybe it needed more dry time. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe that's what I'll try next time. I use the silicone mat, and cleaning up the silicone mat is really easy. You can use just sticky tape or just go in with the lint roller like I did, and it'll be super clean and ready to store. And this is my final design. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end and listening to congested little old me. If you guys are interested in getting your own stamping mat or your own gold studs, then check out the links down in the description box. And if the items are at original price, you guys can use my coupon code, which is also down below. And I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.